You are the one I've been waiting for all of my Welcome to Energy Conscious. So this is my first offering. It's a Reiki premium offering where I will be giving group Reiki. So all of the people that join us today, if they have the time to join us, and if they don't, you will, and if you don't, you will still receive a link with an unlisted video on YouTube, which will be that video. I'm just giving you the opportunity, the chance to join us live video, to join us so that I can feel your frequency and I can see you, and I can also help you in the moment. When we're in a Zoom call, we're usually sharing the video and I can see you and I can directly address you or you or you. That's what I wanted to do. So either way, if you're not able to make it, I'm still sending Reiki to the names that I've got on the list of this paid plan. And when we move to another month, then I will be sending Reiki to the list of 10 people who are still subscribed to the paid plan. It's wonderful to have you. It's wonderful that you trusted me, that you joined this. And I want to make you experience what energy hygiene is like, what it looks like when you're receiving new waves of Reiki, when you're receiving new perspectives, energetic perspectives in your life, and how you feel in a day-to-day basis. So it's not just, hey, hi, let's do Reiki, and then we do a session, and then we never speak to each other again. It's continued Reiki by the week, by the month, and seeing what happens for you. And if you want to tell me about how you feel, how you felt, how life is unfolding for you, because I'm going to create a lot of different formulas. It's not always the same Reiki, it's different plans. I want to see what happens to you. Right now we're having themes by the week. So it's always on Tuesday, which is the day of Mars. So it's like putting yourself into action and having ambition. So I love that this day is the one that was picked because it's so important. I love growing, the idea of growing, walking, continuing on our path step by step, day after day. And the goal might change and the goal might be clear or unclear, but we're still walking step by step. So I have the 9 of Swords because that's today's energy. That's what was prompted to me by Spirit. I'm totally following what Spirit tells me for my work. So they were saying, oh, you've been dreaming about this for months. This is the time. And I was like, okay. And there also are the ones who gave me the Zoom call kind of plan, like, okay, like you have to touch people's hearts and also welcome their entirety and not just them watching or commenting, but you see them, they can speak, the sound is on, we can relay. So I'm always going to give us a space at the beginning or at the end to join us with video, with your voice, if you want to tell where you're at, to present yourself, to say what you would like to experience also within the week. And so we can keep each other accountable, or at the end, just feedback. So if you're watching this video and you can join us next week to, say, oh, I actually felt that in my shoulder, or during the week following up on the 9 of Swords, I felt this, and maybe a lot of people are going to be like, oh yeah, me too. So 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords it's an energy that is I'm sorry, I was downloading it as well, but it's when so many things are happening at the same time, and mentally you're there, mentally you're covered in clouds. So that's how I understand it with energy, because I'm clairsentient. So you're just covered in different clouds, and one of the thread is saying you have to do this, and the other one is saying danger, danger, danger. Your friend has said this and this and this and this, and then oh, my ex, and oh, my stepmother. Like, all of those threads are happening around you, and so you're keeping busy, but it's when you're without the actions, without anything to do in life, that the thoughts are taking you over. That's why some people procrastinate on growing in their life by overdoing, because doing is the opposite of thinking. And at some point, we actually have to stop doing. We have to go to bed, we have to sleep, and it's when we try to fall asleep that all the thoughts are coming, because hey, you're not doing anything. And this is when you have insomnia. This is when the anxiety is taking over, and the less you sleep, the more your day after is going to be taken over by you cannot do things. So the thoughts are going to take more space within your day, and then this is when anxiety, panic attacks, and all of those things happen. I'm speaking from experience because this has happened to me. And what this card gave me was, are you asking yourself the good questions? Of course, all of those things are triggering you. All of those things are floating around your head. But are you asking yourself the good questions? Because you are not God. You're not going to fix everything. Some of those things are definitely empath feeling other people's feelings and desires for you to be aware of this, or handle this, or fix their own insecurities. Because when we grow conscious of people's shadows, and then they also feel a lot like your own shadows, and then it feels like you have to make up for it. As an empath, you're trying to help them through those things, but you can't, because it's a space where you can't save people. You cannot save people, and you cannot do their shadow work for them. So you have to take care of your energy and draw those boundaries. So for me, before we start the Reiki, when I have anxieties and they are based in my cycle of what has happened in my life, and they always kind of look like the same, so I know them because I've been doing shadow integration. I know how I feel responsible for other people, and how I feel like I should not let them down, so I should be doing so much, but I'm just feeling their things, and they don't want me to let them down, and they don't want them to be let down again, because their parents did that to themselves, so they reproduce it on others, and so on and so on. So when those things happen, first I know my themes, and it would be so interesting for you to do shadow integration and to know your themes and to know what is recurring in your life. And it takes different shapes as you grow conscious and you actually level up and you start to know yourself and all those things. But they're still coming back to the same root, and the root is the same, and you can withstand it, you can grow away from it, you can evolve, but they're still there, and they still will manifest, because that's how life is. You still keep on growing, and sometimes to grow you have to have an event that comes and like triggers you, and no matter how triggered or how conscious you can become of it, but you're still being triggered and forced into change, because life is change. Life is change. The purpose of life is change. The purpose of this world is change. Nature is always evolving into something so that it evolves into something else, and same with animals and same with us. So we're always about change, and this feels like we should be understanding that life is like peace, and like just like this flat lay, that there's going to be this time when there's going to be nothing, so we try to complete all of the clouds, to resolve, only to realize that there's always going to be some clouds. The minute you resolve something, something else is going to come and take its place. This is how nature is. So I want this Reiki to be an understanding that the things are here, and you can create a line wherein you're in your energy. And you do not have to resolve all the things, even if you see them, even if you witness them. To know that some of the things are not supposed to be yours to fix. Some of the things are here to be just triggers to your growth. But sometimes we need to sleep. We cannot do growth 24 hours a day. And you just need to sleep and rest and restore. So what are the good questions? Asking yourself the good questions. Are you asking yourself the good questions? What are they? I have 4 questions that I inherited from watching a webinar with Chris Orozco, and he's doing shadow integration. I interviewed him on my podcast, Shadow Integration with Chris Orozco, or Operation Moksha, because that's his username. And those 4 questions, I keep coming back to it. They are pinned in my phone. They are the first note when I open my notes app. They are here to remind me that the good questions are always going to make me go back to the roots, integrate, understand what is the real problem, because sometimes those problems, they are distracting us from the real thing, or they are taking another shape so that we actually engage in them without resolving them. So those 4 questions, I'm going to send them over with an email after. Those 4 questions are: what do I want from this? Because if you're actually interested in the thread, there's actually someone in you who wants this. That's shadow. So what do I want from it? And then what comes up when I define it? When I define this thread with my feelings, my glossary, my index, my words, what comes up? What is the definition of this for me? So we take away the universal kind of viewpoint, or what the other person think. What comes to me? Then the third question is, what is the emotional foundation of this? What is the emotional pattern, theme of what I defined? And then the last question, the 4th question is, how can I respond to this emotional need? How can I do it in my way for myself? Because the situation might not turn and say, you know what, I'm gonna remove all of my wants and desires and I'm gonna accomplish yours and I'm gonna give you what you need. That doesn't happen in life. So how can you yourself feed yourself this emotional need that you have regarding this situation? Those 4 questions have saved me hours of overthinking. I'm a Scorpio. They have saved me hours and hours because I'm directly coming into my perspective. So as an empath and as a highly sensitive person, I'm always thinking about others. So this is like shifting and like coming back to me, finding the solution, getting to the root, and feeding myself what I needed from that thing that was outside of myself. Yeah, that's good. I'm so excited about it. But yeah, so we're gonna start the Reiki now. When I work with cards, I'm always knowing that the card has the energy itself, that the card is like a crystal that has a specific energy. So I'm gonna keep showing it, and I want you to welcome in the vision because it's not an easy one. And when you see this card, I really, really want you to think about what are the good questions. Are you asking yourself the right questions? Because when I see it, and when you learn tarot, this card is really triggering, and it's called anxiety and no sleep and insomnia and problems. No, let's shift it. Behind every card there is a root, there is a thing. So are you asking yourself the right questions? And then you will receive the questions by email. So I'm gonna calm myself down and I'm going to ground with you. We're gonna take a few deep breaths together. My intentions in this session is to help the people who have signed for this to receive healing, to receive fresh, clean water, to clear away all the confusion, all the energy of others, all the mistakes, all the things that we use to punish ourselves, to give a cold press on the back of our skull, the subconscious, to give it soothing, to give it beautiful, clear water, just calming down, rippling over us, so that we are able to find comfort and to find sovereignty as well, to find yourself back into yourself, your center. You can handle any situation. You have the tools. I'm going to be here to give you more tools, but you can do it. So I'm going to start by giving you this violet breath. You help yourself visually to imagine this beautiful dark purple cloud surrounding you, breathing it in through your nose, seeing it come inside of your skulls, protecting all of your brain, protecting the back of your skull, going down the throat, over on the shoulder, into the lungs, through your blood, through your heart, circulating in every vessel, every cellular component of your body, and just to see it, yes, oh, down your back, down every rib, going down and down and down, embracing you, warming you up, filling all the little holes in your energetic aura, filling everything around you with this beautiful, calm, dark purple. And it's going down to your knees, down your calves, into the root of your feet, your heel, all the fingers in your feet, and then it expands as roots going down, down, down into the earth. It meets your earth star chakra. It ripples out all of this calm connection to earth. Yeah, and it comes back into your body, up into your heel, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips. It stays in your hips and it does swirling motion to really comfort you, support you. Your hips is what supports your entire body when you're walking. So we're just giving at the back of your hips so much pressure. Just someone's hand, someone's touch, telling you that you're okay. And up into your shoulder again, down your arms, into your hands. And it's touching everything that you do, everything that you receive. It's here to protect all of the things that happen when you exchange with the world, your conversations, your calls, your writing, your interactions with any living being. And it's radiating into your hands, your fingers, the tips of your fingers, and up again into the shoulders, into the neck, that we can wave, that you can move around the back of the skull, the ears, the top of your skull, and up to divine source, up your soul star chakra above your head. And up and up and up we go, we zoom out of this country, this earth. We go out, we zoom out, we zoom out. We can see the planet Earth. We go past the moon. We go past this galaxy. We go past everything, and we're just out in this dark purple sky, surrounded by little stars, little lights, little directions that we might decide to discover together. And I want you to continue to meditate within this space, within this space travel. And during that time, I'm going to give you Reiki and sense what is happening. So I'm going to start by giving you each of your chakra the master symbol. Okay, I'm getting energy down on myself as well because I'm here with you. So I'm giving also Reiki to myself. So I'm starting with Daikomyo on the top of your skull into your crown. You deserve to wear the crown. You are sitting on your throne. You are sovereign of your own life. You get to decide in which direction you go. You are who decides what to do. You are the authority on your own life. Great, that's completed. We're now going to move into your third eye. So the third eye is consciousness itself. And at the different levels of consciousness, it also is the one that perceives the thoughts. So we're going to give it relief. It is so stressed. I feel it's overactive. And we need to just give him release. Just allow him to understand he has other things to deal with. Some of those energies are not, okay, they are not yours to carry. The third eye, your third eye, has a specific genetic pattern. So you have tools to handle your things. But when it is others' energies, others' responsibilities, it's overworking itself, trying to shift into the genetic pattern of the person who is the owner of these energies. And our third eye cannot deal with others' energies. It just cannot. It can't. So we're going to let him know this is not something that you can do. You know you cannot do this. You are not responsible for this. So I'm going to take away all the needles, all the threads, all the cords that are around you and do not need to stay. Just, well, it's especially on the left side. So I'm staying on your left side and I'm removing everything that is within your energetic consent to be removed. You do not deserve this. This is not yours to take. Okay. I'm gonna use this Kyanite. It's a beautiful stone that is really helping with the throat. But I'm gonna put it on your third eye so that it connects with your throat and you're able to say to people that you are not going to do this. This is not your responsibility. And you're going to have the right words to say this to people. You're going to say it in exactly the right way, so you do not have to feel more guilty about this. And you're going to tell them what is right for you and what isn't. So just cleaning it and creating a bridge into your throat. This is okay. This is okay. Yeah, it feels good. It feels much better. The pressure is almost gone. Okay. It moved into the skull, like going back into our own energies. If you felt it, tell me. So now I'm going to put back this ear so that you can see the image. Are you asking yourself the good questions? And I'm going to use the kidneys, and we're going to work on your throat by just clearing the energy. Are you asking yourself? So again, the throat, asking yourself. You can do it out loud. Why do I want this? What comes up when I define it? What is the emotional foundation, the definition of what came up? And finally, how can I fulfill this emotional need myself? So I'm going to hold your throat. I'm going to give it support. It's okay. It's okay, you can let go. You can let go. It's okay. I'm giving you the Daikomyo. You have mastery of your own words and of your expression. You have the right to express what you feel. I'm going to give you the power symbol, the emotional and mental symbol, and the power symbol in your throat. And together, we're going to do this right now. Get the machine going. Get those wheels turning. I'm not doing it for the microphone, but please do this a few times. And if you need to scream, go for it. If you can scream, let it out in nature, in a place where you're in solitude, at home. Scream. It feels good. Let it be expressed. Okay. I feel that it's creating this bridge within your heart, between the heart and the throat. So now we're ready to express. And what are we going to express? We're not going to express mental discord if we have to say to people what we're okay and not okay with. We're going to express our feelings. So the heart. Okay, the heart is super active right now. So I'm going to just really help you. Really help you. Okay, we're just soothing it. It's okay. You can open your heart. You can open it. It's okay. I'm gonna close my eyes and just welcome in your heart to be vibrant, activated, loving itself, loving your own emotions, not having shame. I can feel the shame of feeling a certain way. This looks a lot like being ashamed. The way you feel is the way you feel. You cannot control a feeling. You can only control how you are going to receive, how you're going to respond to how you feel. And maybe you've been taught to respond to your feelings with shame because your parents or your teachers or your siblings did so when you expressed your feelings. It does not mean that it's what's right. So today we're responding to our feelings without shame because we're not alone. There's a few of us here. We are not alone. We're all feeling a certain way or certain ways. You are not alone. It's okay. It's really heavy. It's really, really heavy. So I'm just taking a lot of time to just assure you that this is just going to take over a few days. If you can take care of yourself, if you can give yourself the space to journal, to write, to express, wherever you go, to yourself and then to trusted views, how you feel. This is an activation not for just what happens within your week, but what happens within your whole life. We're connecting to the entire energy. Okay, I'm going to ask Raphael, Archangel Raphael, to come in and help us with this because he showed up. So, Raphael, please help us within the next days. Please welcome us within your light so that we know we are not alone dealing with our hearts. The way I feel is that our heart is taking more space. It's shining like a star. It's just growing bigger. And while it looks like a star because it's being activated, it also feels like sharp blades. And this is just the time that it takes until it becomes a vortex again. A chakra is a vortex, it's a turning wheel. So right now it feels like sharp blades, but it's shifting, it's already changed. Like we said, the world is changed. This is already shifting itself. The Reiki is already helping you. Those sharp blades into turning into its normal fire. We're just doing this for you, okay? And Raphael is helping us. And if you're feeling the sharpness of it, just take extra time to take care of yourself. Close your eyes. Breathe in deeply. All the things that are around you. I'm gonna give our heart the chukure, the seheki, and the chukure. It feels good. So now we're going down to the solar plexus, the nervous system, the center that captures others' energy. And oh God, it's feeling a lot. A lot of us are empaths. I know. We're thinking and we're reacting from down the heart. So we're just gonna fluff, fluff, fluff. And I'm taking over all the things that are around the nervous system and the solar plexus. And when I'm doing this motion, I'm just capturing, filtering the things that are from others. We're just fluffing, 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 fluffing. It feels good. It feels really good. Yeah, we're just removing it, taking up the space of others, making it our own again. Just Okay, I'm being guided to do this. The solar plexus, solar, sun, is the radiating orange. that didn't want to, that just, so solar plexus, I want you to imagine the smell of the wood burning and take in all of this, take in the fire, warming up your solar plexus with your universal energy, universal solar plexus fire. Take it in, we're warming you up, warming. I'm going down your solar plexus and warming it up. Voila. Be careful when you play with fire. So yeah, we're warming it up. We're nourishing it back into that smell of wood burning. Just nourishing this, like Palo Santo, just like, this is warmth, this is comfort, this is the chimney, the fireplace, the Christmas. This is warm. So remember to nourish your energy with yourself. We're removing others. We're removing others from your space. We're making you sovereign again, wearing your crown. So now we're going down to the sacral. The sacral is behind your navel. It's your desires, your ambitions, your way, your way. So we're going to just let it know that it's safe to come out. It's safe to be seen. It's safe to react to the world around us, to be inspired, to make adjustments. Okay, we're letting it out, letting it out. Just okay. When we're letting it out, it actually wants to take over your shoulders because responsibilities from others are taking up the space. So we're letting the sacral. See how it became so physical now that I'm doing the lower base chakra? If you want to stretch with us, with me, if you want to just move around your shoulders. Yes, because it's taking up its own space now. There's a correlation between the sacral and just what we put on our back to carry, to take us through our ambitions. Okay. Beautiful. We're going to warm up the sacral again. The idea of just firing it up. It helps with the digestion as well. We're letting him know it's time to shine. It's time to be activated. Next week, it's the Ace of Wands, and I'm going to work with the sacral so much because it's new beginnings. Oh no, next week is the Hierophant, I'm sorry. The week after, on Christmas Day actually, we're doing the Ace of Wands, so in 2 weeks. Okay, so we move our thoracic cage, our ribs, just moving. Those little movements are very soothing. When we go back into the body, it's really soothing where we are and our entire system. All right, it feels good. Now we're going to the root chakra, where we come from. I'm giving you symbols right now for your root to expand and go to earth. Go to the center of the earth, as we shared with the violet breath that took us down and down. Now I'm just realigning you, your root, to your earth star and then to the earth. Okay, it feels really good. A lot of your toxic patterns is coming in here. We're just removing it. I'm taking it on. So I'm here welcoming you. Close your eyes, and all of the trouble that you have right now, all of your worries, I want you to inhale, go down, 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 inhale with your diaphragm, inhale very deep into your belly. Let this oxygen take all of the worries in your root chakra, all of the things that you do not know how to handle in life, and exhale into my hand. Exhale right now. I'm taking in air. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale. The oxygen takes over your root chakra's toxic energies, and then give it to me. Exhale. Give it, give it, give it. And oh. Shaking it. I open the window so that the energy does not stay in this room as well. And it goes away. We don't want it. We do not want it anymore. Okay, it feels good. Okay, what I'm feeling is pain in the shoulders still. It feels like every day, every week's Reiki is all about the shoulders, huh? In the astrology of today, we're having a lot of troubles with Pluto and Saturn and Capricorn, and it's going to keep on going. So it's all about maturing, wearing your crown regarding your own responsibilities, and working out your karma. So it's a little shoulder activity. So I'm just going to continue to sense it. I'm going to put my hands on your back, on each of your scapula. I'm going to let Michael, Archangel Michael, to come with me, put his hands within my hands, and then touch your skin, touch your energy, and give you wings? Okay, I was gonna say take out your energy and take out the energy of others that is troubling you, but no, give you wings. So we're going to plant the seed in your scapula for wings to grow within the next days and weeks within your consciousness, to become your own angel to yourself. Okay, the seeds have been planted. I've never done this. Okay, nice. Okay, then just give it the space to grow, to grow, to grow, to grow. And it's so big. It's so big. Those wings are gigantic. Yeah, you can accomplish so many things. Your wings are a way to fly high, to take distance from the problems, to have another perspective, to become conscious, but also to shelter you, to protect you, to be a part of you that is protective. Before we sign off, I want to breathe in with you and register this sense of well-being. If you want to take a photo, imagine taking a photo in your subconscious of how it feels in every part of your body, in every chakra, in every heart sensation, of how it feels to be so cleared, so loved, so protected. It's so beautiful. Register it inside of your nerves, inside of your brain. Let the neuron connect to one another and know that this is a state of well-being that you can tune back into. And let's pray together. Thank you, myself, yourself, for this experience, for continuing to decide to grow, for engaging and investing in my well-being, our well-being. Thank you, past self, for all the work that you've accomplished to get me to here and now. Thank you, present self, for being here and now. And thank you, future self, for bringing me here and now again. Thank you so much. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for everything. It was so beautiful. I'm looking forward to your feedback and to next week and next month. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So I'm closing your aura again. We're closing it again. We're closing it again. And on the top and on the bottom at your feet. We're closing it again. Your energy is your energy. And I am closing myself again also. I am not connected to you anymore, any longer. I'm closing myself again. After this, I'm going to wash my hands so that I know that I'm back into my energy. And you can do as well. I'm wishing you a beautiful week. Thank you so much.